The biggest mistake new entrepreneurs make is quitting their job too early. Here's how to build smart with your day job as your investor. Did you know that your employer could fund your business launch, whether they know it or not? Here's what I mean. Every paycheck you earn is developing your side hustle capital. The capital that you make from your full-time job can be used to finance your side hustle. Most people think the move is to just quit their job, start a business, and they're going to start making a whole lot of money. Okay, today, I'm going to show you how to do that legally, ethically, and on your timetable, not someone else's. Welcome to Get a Hustle. I'm Tim Clay. We're going to start out with the rules of the game. So, you're going into business for yourself, you're working for somebody else, there can be some conflicts. So I want you to be aware of those conflicts to make sure that they don't explode on you. Okay, rule number one, you want to make sure that if you have an employment agreement, that you know what's in it, there's no conflict, you can't get fired from your job because you're doing something on the side that directly conflicts with your job. So that's rule number one. Rule number two, never use employee resources for your side business, your side hustle. Don't make calls during work time. Don't use company resources, none of that. Rule number three, if you have a non-compete agreement, which basically says you can't do something that's competing with your employer, make sure you understand it. If you have an attorney, talk to them. Make sure there's no conflicts. That's problems you don't want to have. And then you want to know who understands your idea. Make sure that you have the intellectual rights to use it, no copyrights, no trademarks, no kind of conflicts there. And definitely don't try to solicit from your employer, your other employees, where they can see that you're trying to build your business on their time. So those are simple, straightforward. Just make sure you don't do it because, to be honest, I actually ran into that. And back in the days of old, I actually had that conflict and it cost me. So you want to make sure and pay attention to these rules. Small business owner, this one's for you. You don't need 10 different places for 10 different problems. You need one. The Birmingham Business Resource Center is your one-stop shop to increase capacity, access capital, and gain customers. Need a business plan review? They do that. Trying to get lender ready? Come to Working Capital Wednesdays. Want to sit across from a real banker? They'll make the introduction at Meet the Bankers. From their Pathway to Entrepreneurship series to one-on-one counseling, it's practical, it's proven, and it's built for you. The BBRC has 30 years of helping Birmingham businesses grow, and there's always an event with your name on it right now. See the full calendar at myBBRC.biz, that's myBBRC.biz, or call 205-250-6380. Birmingham Business Resource Center. Take your business to new heights. So now we're going to start with your three-phase handbook, okay? The first phase is, what is your concept, and you validate it. So I'll give you an example. My wife is starting a greeting card business. We've got some cards in a shop locally. We're now on Etsy. We're doing a little social media. We're trying to test the market to see, is the market out there? The next thing you want to do is try to strengthen your cash flow. Do you have enough clients? Can you make enough money? And then the last thing is the exit threshold. which basically means when you're ready to exit your job, do you have the clients, the setup, everything to make that runway smooth? I basically like to say that if you're making as much money on your side hustle as you're making on your job, you're probably almost ready to go, with the exception of make sure you have that runway, you have that savings for 12 to 18 months. The number one thing that kills a side hustle is not the bad idea, it's not the lack of money, it's not trying to do everything and ended up doing nothing well, exhausted, and giving up. The number one thing is time management. And that's very important when you're starting this side hustle. I like to suggest 5 a.m. to 7 a.m. to really do your planning, get your deep work, your strategic work, your thinking work out of the way. You have your lunch breaks. So rather than just eating and talking and joking, whatever, use your lunch break to make calls, maybe do some computer work. And then in the evenings, maybe 2 to 3 nights a week, not every night, you want to test out your idea, meet with clients, and then the weekends, at least one day, almost that full day, you can get out, test your business, and really work. So time management is very important for starting the side hustle. So now we're going to look at the tax implications. I'm an enrolled agent. I'm a tax specialist authorized by the IRS. So I want to give you a few tips, a few things to consider. Number one is self-employment tax. If you're actually making money, you're going to have to pay tax on that money. And if you're a sole proprietor, meaning that you're filing your business with your personal tax return, you're going to have self-employment taxes. That's 15%. Plus income tax. Unlike a job, when you work for yourself, you have to pay quarterly estimated taxes, meaning that you have to voluntarily send in your taxes, your anticipated taxes, ahead of time. So it's important that you keep your business finances and your personal finances separated. That's one problem that I've met with a lot of people. Some people been in business many years and they're still paying personal expenses out of their business. You do not want to do that because in an audit, it can cause you trouble. It can be problems. So the Schedule C is what we're talking about with these taxes, and that's when you're filing your business with your personal tax return. Okay, hopefully you're ready to go. One thing I want you to do, drop a comment below and tell me, what is your side hustle idea? I mean it. I may read it in a future episode. Tell me what you're thinking about doing. Hit subscribe. Be sure and tell someone that you think this is valuable. They should come. Join the Get a Hustle family. I'm Tim Clay. This is Get a Hustle. Let's get to work. Next time on Get a Hustle. If what you're doing, is it actually a business or is it a hobby? What does the IRS say about it? There's thousands of deductions you could be missing, and they can go back 3 years. You need to hear this one. Tune in next time to Get a Hustle.